Here's how it looks. I am hoping it translates good on print. I think I'm gonna add the title separately so I don't mess this up. I'm back from work. Monday night dinner is avocados, a hot dog, a cancer stick with green onions and ketchup with some pepper. Yep. So it has been a couple hours after that weird dinner. I would like to show you my progress on the front cover for Story, the new comic. So I don't remember if I showed you what it looked like. I'll show you the original painting first. Hold on. And I apologize for the yellow lighting. It doesn't help that the painting itself has a yellow background, so it's just yellow all around. Yeah, so I was painting this last night. Here is the cover. I added in the footprints later because I thought it was kind of relevant. And then on a separate sheet of watercolor paper, I wrote down the title so I don't have to mess up this original thing. And then today I was like looking at the cover. I posted on Twitter an image of how the cover is gonna look like, but I thought it was just a little bit too boring, so I decided to paint another figure separately so I can just, you know, edit it in with Photoshop. So she would be holding the other side and then I can lay it out on the page. So this is what it ends up looking like. If I had drawn this girl on the other side, I could put the skull in the middle and you could see her writing in the front cover, and on the back she's touching the skull. But I kind of like this. I'm not sure how it's gonna be. It's different when you see it in person, so I want to print it out tomorrow or at some point during the week and see how it looks. So it's gonna be the same size of my art book, 11.5, 8.5 by 7, all folded up. So I think it looks pretty good. This is just a guideline where the paper will fold. Again, if I had thought about it, if I put her on one side, if that makes sense, if I put her on this side and this girl on this side, I can shove it into the middle and then you can, you know, it'll have like a thing. I don't know. It's I still kind of like it, how it's kind of disjointed, because the story is, there's some elements of like disjointedness. I don't want to spoil it too much. It's not the greatest. It's not like the best writing, even though I say like there's some meaning behind it. There's some sense of disjointedness in the story that I wrote, or the comic that I wrote. So I think this kind of works with it. If you do read it at some point, let me know. Let me know if that makes sense. But I think it looks good. Hopefully it translates nicely, traditionally, or when I print it out. So what else did I work on? I finished up the Patreon stickers. I sent them off to the printer because it's a lot cheaper for me to print it there. Because I don't have the sticker paper. The nice sticker paper, it costs like $100 or something like that to be able to print it in my Epson. But my Epson is just really, you know, it does a lot of the like comic printing, so I'm fine with outsourcing my stickers unless I find like a good bargain for nice glossy sticker paper. Then the Epson will take over that job too. I do have to refill the cartridges. I have that on my like agenda to check off at some point this week because I hate refilling the cartridges. It just takes so long because I have to take out the syringes and like it's just a lot. But I'll do it at some point. I signed up for the Mississauga Comic Arts Festival, which I've done twice in a row already. So I might do that if I end up getting a table. The tables are free there. So if you are a Mississauga local or you live in the GTA and would like to go table, I will leave a link down below for you to sign up because the tables are free. You don't lose anything. The only thing you'll probably lose is travel time, I guess, if you're coming far away from Mississauga. But it's a local convention, and this year they put the rule where you cannot sell fan art. So it's becoming more of an indie comic festival, which is kind of my scene. If that's your scene, try it out. I'll leave a link down below so you can sign up for that if you would like. But that's enough talking for now. I think. Ooh, another thing that I did today was I finished my taxes, and I did all my taxes myself. I didn't have enough money in my Illustrator profits this in 2017 to afford an accountant, so I did it all by myself. And I hope the CRA doesn't, the CRA is the Canadian Revenue Agency, they do the taxes. I hope they don't, come and kill me and be like, you did everything wrong. This is actually how much you owe. So I'm gonna see how that goes in the next month or so. Hope they get back to me, or I hope they don't get back to me, because if they don't get back to me, it means everything's all good. But yeah, I did all by myself, and I was like, I actually used a lot of the lessons that I learned when I went to Seneca. And I went to Seneca because I wanted to learn the business side of it, and I learned a little bit about taxes, so that helps me a lot. But the first thing that they said in business class is get yourself an accountant. I just can't afford an accountant right now because I have my work income, but I also want to use my art income to pay for art expenses. That's what I want to do. I want to keep both my jobs separate. So, yeah, this is really boring. Okay. It's getting full. I just need a little bit more, and this is the light cyan. Just a touch. Oh, see, it overflowed. I have to be very careful. Just wipe it off the top a little bit. A Q-tip would really work for this. I'm not a very anxious person, but like stuff like this makes me really anxious because I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin anything because it's so expensive. Like the printer is really expensive. I think though I might have punctured my ink cartridge for the cyan because the part here that dispenses ink, it leaks, and I don't know if that was my fault putting it back into the printer or it was an accident. I don't know. BRB. Here is the aftermath. Now they dry and they go back in the box later. I used to use just one cartridge every time. Like I'd wash it after every like ink cartridge, but I just decided to use all of them at once. It's like a whole chore. It's like washing the dishes. So I don't like doing it, but you got stuff. It's about 10:35. No, not 10:35. I didn't change my clock yet. It's 11:30, and for some reason I feel really tired. But I'm actually sitting down and typing out my descriptions for the apps. I cut most of them up, and then I'm writing their titles and descriptions on a separate document. So when I write them down, I don't have to keep erasing. I know, right? I'm typing it out. Cool. Yeah, but I think I might turn into bed. Not turn into a bed, but turn in to go to bed soon. I think that's it for the clip tonight, so I will see you guys in the next one. We still have Roll Up the Rim. I watched Bailey's vlogs and she mentioned that Roll Up the Rim might be ending soon, so I was worried, but I think we still have a little bit more stock. I don't know if it says when it ends or not officially. I guess I could just Google it, but who wants to Google such a trivial thing. It's not trivial, but I've won a lot of coffees and lattes. I think I've won 3 donuts. I won a donut. Can't see that, but I won a donut. It's already 12:13. So before I leave work today, I have to change all the clocks in this office. So I'm gonna do that right now. I also have to water the plants before I go. These guys are having trouble because they're really big and there's not enough light. Also, they're getting crowded, but they're still doing good. I have to clean up this office because we're actually moving offices later in the year, so it's pretty exciting. But I think my commute is going to change, so my boyfriend and I have been talking about possibly moving, but we'll see. Toronto is such a bad place to move around in because everything is so expensive. But that might be coming up, so. But at first, I have to water these guys, and then I can clean up this office. Alright, it is Wednesday night? I don't remember. It's Wednesday night. I ended up scanning pages for my comic and working on the layout that night, as you saw me do, and I printed out a mock-up. So this is the mock-up for story. Here's the front page, here's the back page. I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about what I did with the title and how it frustrated me a lot, just like how it looks like. But first, I want to do a quick Patreon update because I haven't done the update for the February giveaway raffle, and I've already chosen the winner here. I'm about to email him or her, and I'm about to put up a post on Patreon because I have this like raffle every other month that people who are all my patrons get entered into if their payments get processed properly, and they get the highest tier reward if they win the raffle. So they get the $30 tier, they get all that stuff. So I need to do that now because it's already March, and I need to tell people who won. I just did the Patreon post, and the winner was Gray. So Gray, if you watch my vlogs, you have won the I get my months mixed up, but you won the raffle, the latest raffle, and I emailed you, so you can email me back because you are getting a personalized commission. So let me know the details of what you want, and yeah, congrats. I'm excited to put the package together for you. The package is going to include all the other stuff that I promised for the $30 tier. You'll still get your little horoscope card, and you'll also get a copy of the latest comic, which is Story. I don't know if you even watch the vlogs, and I'm like talking to Gray when she's not even here, or he or she's not even here. But I guess it's a good FYI for you guys too who watch my vlogs. Yeah, I'm trying to I'm very passive with updating stuff on Patreon because I think I've mentioned it before. I don't really like how the dashboard works, or just the interface is not too engaging. So I do engage a lot in my other social media. So I'm on Instagram all the time, and I'm on Twitter all the time. Yeah, so I just hope people don't think I'm forgetting about them on Patreon. I'm really not. You guys are the focus of my month a lot of the time because I'm creating like all the stuff for you guys, and I'm really enjoying creating them. Oh, speaking of Patreon, my stickers came in. They look great. I'm gonna cut them up. I think this weekend is going to be a lot of packaging because I want to get them out hopefully by Friday, which I don't think might be possible. If it's not on Friday, I'm gonna get them out Monday. So it's coming. It's coming. And the $25 and $30 people are getting the Banana Girl print. So hopefully I printed this out right and it's not cut off or anything. And here we go. It's a little bit too high. Another thing is, it looks like what I was worried about, my cyan, or my light cyan, is bleeding. This usually goes away after a couple of prints, and I think I just need to do like a nozzle cleaning. That usually helps, so I'm going to do that. But I'm not going to let this print go to waste. I'm just going to cut this part off, and sometimes I put it in orders, or, you know, it looks a little light. So, I couldn't finish the nozzle check because it's realizing now that a lot of the cartridges are low, and it's like, please replace the cartridges. It takes some, for like fake cartridges, like non-genuine Epson cartridges, sometimes they don't recognize the chip on the cartridge, so I either have to like take it out and put it back in, wait a couple minutes. It's very finicky, and there's no direct formula for it, so you really have to be able to like be patient and read your printer, because problems are always going to occur. That's what I learned with making your own books at home. And like, you can't make stuff at the last minute. So if you have a con coming up, you really have to print and do all this stuff at least a couple weeks beforehand, because these things are finicky. Alright, this is probably boring enough, but I did 3 nozzle checks, so you can see here that the lines are broken. Now they're not. So let's try printing this thing again. Sorry about the yellow light, but you can see after I made sure the printer knows that the cartridges are new, it's now printing properly, and this is a lot darker, you can really tell. This is still really good to give away because it still looks good, so I save these and I put them again in orders, but here we go. And I cut the corners because it looks nice with rounded corners. Okay, so while that's printing, let's have a quick conversation about the comic story. So like I said before, I decided on this continuous cover, but then I was really struggling with how I wanted the title to look like. I didn't show it in the vlog, but I had gone through, I don't think I did, but I had gone through like different typefaces, like digital typefaces that I can find on my computer for the cover, but I just found it like too stagnant and too boring because there's such a big open space here. So I wanted something really organic to match with the illustration. I experimented with putting this in the front instead to maybe kind of balance that empty space, but in the end I just took like a really thick Sharpie marker and I chiseled out, well, it was a chisel tip marker, and I just wrote story a bunch of times in my weird handwriting, and it really matched. So I picked the one that I like the best. I did it on Photoshop, and this is how it looks like, and I think it looks really good in my opinion. Yeah, so it looks like, when I picked this up, it kind of looks like I just wrote on it with marker, which is what I wanted. This is actually printed out on regular pound legal paper. I actually bought more legal paper because I had been borrowing stuff from work to print here. So this is just a mock-up, but the cover is going to be it's going to be cardstocky. I don't remember what I got, but it was like 110 pound, I think. And the inside is going to be, I could not find on Amazon more than a 24 pound 8.5 by 14 legal size paper. It's very hard to find. So the only thing that was available to me was 24 pound. I don't know how that's gonna do because I want it to be at least 32 pound paper for the interior covers, so when you turn the page, the previous page does not bleed through. I only have 32 pound 8.5 by 11 paper, which is very easy to find, but legal paper, which is the size that I've been really getting into, more squarish when you fold it up, very difficult to find. So, but I ordered something that might, like I ordered the 24 pound, so we'll see how that goes. 11 by 17 32 pound is also easy to find, but 32 8.5 by 14s, difficult. I'm just like talking about paper all the time. Paper is very important if you're doing a lot of printing at home. And these are going really well. They're printing pretty fast. So, yeah. Did you guys like this on the store? I don't know if I'm going to put it on the store, really. Okay, that's it about that. Let me show you one page that I really like in this really quickly. So, very quick. Very quick preview.
Your most pressing questions about the most recent episode, which was Louis Le Prince.
The movie man.
All the questions we're answering today came from you guys via our publicist.
He's always in the news. Yeah.
Our publicist working. This comes from Michael Vargas Cubero. Should look into the Amelia Earhart appeal to this video.
If you haven't noticed the boxes, my paper came in. So, like I said, the only 8.5 interior, 8.5 by 14 paper I could get was this Hammer Mill 24 pound paper. And then for the cover, I got, ooh, look at that. Package is already, oh wait, I opened the package, I don't remember anymore. Is the Nina 67 pound vellum paper for the cover. So the Nina one looks good, and I'm already printing out an interior of the comic, and I can see through the page a little bit, but I really didn't have a choice. I couldn't buy heavier stock paper. It sucks. So I'm gonna assemble that when the cover gets printed out, and I'm excited to put it all together. I'm cutting stickers in the meanwhile though.
But the fact that he disappeared.
I'm editing the vlog, and I just noticed that my shirt is stained. It's kind of gross, so please ignore that. It's just pie. I was eating pie and it fell on my shirt. Okay, it's nothing. It's nothing.
Right. That just doesn't strike me as something that a petty thief would do. Right? Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, this mall is so beautiful, very striking looking, and here we have Will rack. That looks like it's probably been closed. This mall had 3 anchors. So it had a Kmart, it had a Belk, and it had smaller malls as sort of a response to larger communities having larger malls. And back in the 80s and 90s, these malls could do very well. But these days, they're kind of relics of the past and just hanging on.
So this is the cut corner, and this is not cut corner. This is what sucks about weekly vlogs, is I can't ask you guys and get an answer tomorrow because it's weekly. I kind of like the cut corners. I'm very partial to them. Not partial, I really like them. I think I might cut the corners. It's extra work, but I think I'll do that. Good thing I checked before printing out another copy, so I'm just gonna do the quick edits on Instagram, on InDesign. What's really great about Instagram InDesign is if you want to edit something and your files are all linked, you just make the change on the original and it will quickly translate into your InDesign file. So it's not that hard to make any changes. So I'm just waiting for that to finish printing. Printing at home is extremely rewarding, but it also takes forever. So anyway, I decided to add in a little drawing inside the covers, so I can't wait to try that out, but this is taking forever. I still have to flip it because it doesn't manually flip. When I was searching for printers, I wanted something that did duplex printing, which it automatically flips the page for you for double-sided pages, but most inkjets can't do that. So Yeah. I still want, someday, if I can, if I have the money to, I'd love to get a, what do you call it? It's not an inkjet, a laser jet printer, or a laser printer, which is pretty much like a Xerox machine. And, yeah, I'd love to get one of those, because I would use those for all my black and white comics, and for my colors, for my front covers, or my interior pages that are full color. I'm going to be using this inkjet, so someday. Alright, the cover is done. Alright, let's do this. So I fold it. There's no title. Oh god. I guess I picked the wrong file to print. Shit. Alright, we're printing the cover again. Yeah. While I wait, I'm gonna cut corners. Cut corners. Get it? Well, guess what's happening now? It's saying that the cartridges are not refilled, or I mean not new. And they are. It's just being annoying. You're okay. You can do it. You're fine. It's okay. Finally, it's here. And it's done. So I added this on the, when you open it up, and then on the end I added this. So there's something in it, and I didn't want to go full color because, again, I'd rather save the ink because the front is full color anyway. So all good. Good. The Chanel has like a thing going on, promotion. Everything's like arcade based. This is all makeup. It's Friday, I guess evening. I'm on my way to my brother's house. Yeah, we're just gonna hang out. Apparently we're gonna go to Costco, so that's gonna be a trip. It's their stuff, and the line is really long. Morning, guys. It's Saturday morning, and it's about 10:45. So today I'm going to another baby shower, so I'm all dressed up, and I'm gonna be going soon. But yeah, it's gonna be a busy weekend. I won't have a lot of time at my desk. I hope I will, but I won't because I have something to do today on Saturday. I don't know how long we're gonna be at the restaurant for this baby shower, and then tomorrow I think I'm hanging out with a friend, and then on Monday I have to go to a wedding. So pretty exciting stuff. I don't know how much I'm gonna vlog again in this family function for today and on Monday, but I wanted to give you guys a quick update on where the Patreon stuff is at, and like the other stuff I'm working on other than Patreon. I've pretty much finished off Patreon. I've done the comics like you saw. I've started packaging stuff up, and everything will be ready to go to send by Monday if I can get to a post office after the wedding or before the wedding or on Tuesday. I'm also starting to think about con stuff. Right now I only have 2 conventions lined up for the summer. I did not get into Annie Revo. I never talked about that, but I applied for it earlier this month, or earlier like a couple weeks ago, and I got a refund back, which means I didn't get in, which I was kind of expecting because maybe my stuff just not fit. I don't know. I don't remember if it was a lottery system or not, but I didn't get in. And Annie Revo Summer is in Vancouver. I didn't get into that. I did get into VanCaf, and they're emailing me asking if I'm going to go. But I don't know if I'm going to go because it's going to be TCAF, and then right after that is VanCaf. Or is it the other way around? I don't remember. It's going to be crazy, and I don't know if I should take that much time off of work. Anyway, So let me just show you these packages. So my $5 packages are all packed up. They have one of the plant stickers and the app. The only thing I have to put in there is a little kind of like a fortune slip that you get, and it has a description of the app because I don't want to write on the apps. So that's the $5 tiers. And then my $25 tiers, there's a print, a drawing, and the app, and I might add some extra stickers in there. Oh, the stickers have to be in here, so there's going to be plant stickers plus a little extra thing. I don't know what that is yet. And then the $30 tier has 3 stickers, an app, a print, an original drawing, which is somewhere, which is not in here yet, and a comic. So, a comic. And the person who won is going to get one of these packages. So yeah, it's quite nice how they look this month. Well, I say this month, but it's technically like last month. But it looks really pastel-y and it's nice. Sorry about the table here. Yeah, so that's that. So let me show you the other thing I was kind of working on last night after I took a break and after I finished packaging for the night. I have one of my fave Muji notebooks here, and I was starting to lay out some stuff the stuff I want to bring to TCAF. So I listed out all the comics I have, the art book that I'm going to sell, the prints, the original artwork I'm going to bring, my pins and some sketchbooks and stickers. This is not all of it, but I'm trying to take stock of the stuff that I really want to bring because I have pretty limited space. I only have like half a table at TCAF. I had applied for a full table, but they gave me a half table because they wanted to accommodate more artists, which I'm okay with. So I was writing down all the stuff here, and when I think about it, it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you list it down, I feel like I've done a lot of comics. Like, Story is the new one, and then there's this one, is a zine. Like, some of them are zines, but I'd like to increase that. All of this is available in my store, by the way, except for Mingle Love and Story, which are not up yet. And then these 3 things, buttons, I want to make new button designs. I want to start compiling Sexy Tuna Comics number 3. I don't know. And then I have to create an app zine. And then the original art that I might be bringing. So maybe these 2 prints. I'm going to bring more prints than that, but I'm deciding what to bring. I have to make sticker sets. So I'm just starting out now, and we'll see where I go. This is a quick sketch. I want to do a comic on vlogging. I want to include that at TCAF and MCAF, so I have to start thinking about that. So that's what I was doing last night, just a really quick kind of recon of stuff. I've made some extra comics that I'm probably going to start printing comics out every day, and so I won't freak out, or I won't like take too much time printing when TCAF and MCAF come closer. But here is how Story looks like. You've already seen it, but I like seeing kind of like multiples at once. So, oh no, you saw. Yeah, printed out really well. The vellum paper is great. It's really uncoated, so it's pretty much just like paper, but it's thicker. I don't know. Maybe next time I'll find. I don't like glossy, and it's hard for me to find again papers in this size and like a matte paper. So, but it looks really good, and I think I'm gonna be selling these with the costs plus the amount of work, like laying it out and stapling and cutting. It might be. I think it might be $15. It's gone for $15. Another funny thing I wanted to mention. I was watching through my old South Korean vlogs. If you guys have not seen those vlogs, I will link them down below, but I just feel like the last few vlogs have been boring because I haven't been doing something as exciting as going to Korea, but that's a totally different story because that's going to another country. But it's great, because I was thinking a lot about vlogging with that comic, and I'm like, I'm glad I started vlogging because I can look back on South Korea. I did a trip in Quebec maybe 2 years ago where we went hiking up a mountain, and I have that in my vlogs, which I might watch soon. So what else did we go? We went to Mexico, so I can look back at those. There's some sad stuff to looking back in my vlogs, but there also is more good stuff. So I was just thinking about that, being a little bit sentimental about vlogging. Do you guys hear this upstairs? Our neighbors. It's only 11. I mean, 11 a.m. is not early, but I would rather it be quiet, really. It's so loud. My boyfriend is sleeping. He's probably not asleep anymore. Good morning. It's now Sunday morning. I slept in a little bit. It's already 11:15 or so. So today I'm gonna edit the vlog, finish up my Patreon packages, and do some painting, and maybe brainstorm some stuff for that comic vlog or vlog comic. So yeah. But I think I might upload the vlog tonight if I get it edited, because I'm gonna meet up with a friend today, I think. I don't know. I feel like this vlog is gonna be really boring, especially after watching my old vlogs. Anyway, my brother got me, not got me, but he gave me his old mouse. So it's this mouse, and this is my old one, which I still really like, but this one has like a bunch of buttons in the corner that he says I can program. But I'm finding that it's just too big for my hand. It's gonna be uncomfortable. Like this one's my real one, my original one. It's like a lot smaller, but this one is like I have to spread my palm. It looks really cool too, and I can change these buttons or something when I'm editing. I'm gonna try it first before I'm gonna keep this here. And I'll see.
저거 뭐해 그 다음에 답장은 딱히 별거 안 해 그러면 막는 내 way I'm rushing it damn I'm in love with the man 너에게로 다가와 두 손을 잡은 후에 난 마음을 받아줄래 We taking night road nothing more 사랑할래 너와 나 너무 긴장하지만 우리 사이 다른 건 없을 테니까 나는 너 너는 나 Live in the moment in a moment yeah yeah See you in my dreams 이 모습 그대로 간직해 주기를 바래
An eel or a fish? I guess this is where they cook. It looks like a kitchen.
Those must be. I bet you're cooking in there something.
Other civil officials figured stone statues regarding tombs of important people. So this is a rotary grinding mill. In there. See, so this like spins, like someone pushes it maybe?
Ooh. Or it's like attached to a donkey.
Yeah. Look at the shoes. Try on the straw sandals. Please put back in original place. But where is the front? Where is the back?
I'm assuming that's the front,
I think
yeah.
my feet are too big.
No, too big.
They feel nice, but my feet are too small. Okay, it's too small. It's the jet lag. Apparently these were stores, and they sold a lot of bamboo products. You can't, it's too glary to see inside, but there's bamboo products in there. So we are at like a example of what a village would look like. And this is more modern because they have like barber chairs and a barber thing. This looks like a little restaurant. They have tables set up. And this is where, I guess, food was made. This is a comic shop Comic shop.
Oh, look at it.
It's comics in there. Oh, we can get a better look on the other side. We have little seats where you can read the comics. Wow. Let's go. It's a little train. This is the conductor. A print shop. I guess it's really important, a printing press, you know?
I mean, it was a pretty huge thing of like modernization.
Oh, look at all the different letters, I guess.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
those characters.
The guardians of this cafe. You must tell us what the password is. What is the password?
But I like this music. It was just a thin piece, like it was just a piece of bread with that had like.
National Palace Museum of Korea. Really cool tapestries. All hand painted. These are stamps. That's one. That's one. There's a red carpet event on the other side of the street. But we don't know what for. We're getting the brisket stuff.
I don't wanna lie to you. Tell me if I'm too much for you to handle. I can't control myself, yeah. Tell me, do I love you? Can I make you mine?